Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 between LTU and Aquinas. First pitch swinging is fouled away by Dane Smits. On the mound for LTU is Alec Wietrzykowski, making his first appearance of the year, battling some injuries to start off, so he's on a limited leash within this one. That one misses low and in, and apparently must have hit Smits. So leadoff base runner is aboard. Wietrzykowski, a veteran senior, part of the squad along with Vukovic. As for mentioned, battling a bit of injuries. He was a key part of that rotation all of last year. Made a lot of starts for a lot of innings. First pitch strike is in there to Binkowski. That no call is made, and apparently it's a pass ball. But correction, it's actually called a foul ball. A lot of confusion there. So the count goes to 0-2. LT took game 1 by a final of 7-4. That breaking ball just misses outside. 1-2 now. Jadon Snow with you on the call for this one. It is still LTU Alumni Day. We celebrated all the alumni from this past morning. Ball pitch in the dirt. Runner goes, and Smits will advance to second. 2-2. Runner at second. I'll go down as a wild pitch. Good alert base running by Smits, as it just didn't get that far away from Earhart. 2-2. Fouled away. Wietrzykowski last year posted an ERA of 2.48 with an 8-3 record, made 11 starts, and threw 7 complete games. One of those being a shutout. 76 innings pitched. Swing and a miss. There's the first strikeout of the year for Wietrzykowski. And there's one gone. So in between the games, all the alumni got together within the restaurant here at Jimmy John's Field. Enjoyed some nice food. Talked a bit. Talked with the current players. After a very fun and entertaining first game, a couple of home runs in that 6th inning helped booster the win. That one goes off the glove of Earhart. That's going to be a pass ball. Now 90 feet away is Smits, and at the plate is Paganelli. Paganelli had the game-tying home run in the top of the 6th inning of Game 1. That tied everything at 2. Again, that one's outside. 2-0 now. Total 76 innings pitched. Gave up only 57 hits, 21 earned runs, striking out 88 and only 24 walks for Wietrzykowski last year. Swing and a miss. On that 2-0 swing, now it's 2-1. Runner at third, 1 out, 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Three-one pitch. That one's fouled back. Full count now. So we'll see how far along Stan Eldridge is willing to go with Wietrzykowski here. This would be a rather short leash. If at best, Wietrzykowski could go 3 or 4 innings, depending on how the pace of play goes. Payoff pitch. That one's popped up. A lot of foul territory. Reed giving chase. So is Olsen, and it's going to drop foul. I think for the scenario, it was good that it did drop foul. Because if anybody were to make the catch, Smits could have easily tagged up and scored because it would have been a difficult play. Another 3-2 pitch. That one's chopped foul. Payoff again. Another foul. When talking to head coach Stan Eldridge earlier this year before the season started, knowing that Wietrzykowski was going to be out for a bit, he thought maybe he might make a comeback into a closer position or just a major relief role. But this almost seems right. Almost feels better for Wietrzykowski to get a start here. Another payoff. Outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So a hit batter, a wild pitch, and a pass ball equals a runner at third, and then a walk, runner at first. Two runners aboard. For Grant Martin. That one's into left. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run is in, and the Saints jump on top first. They lead it 1-0. So Grant Martin on the first pitch dumps it into left, and the Saints have their first lead of the day. Still 1 out for Wilcox. That one fouled right off the mask of Jason Earhart. 0-1. Wind is blowing out a bit to left center. Not that strong, but can still play into effect. 0-1. That one's into the gap. Coming over is Sterneman, and he makes the grab. Both runners will remain at their current bases. 2 gone now. Two on now for Chase Ingersoll. He was a pinch runner in the last game, or pinch hitter in the last game. And he's now getting the start here in left field. That one came inside. Trying to keep it a 1-0 deficit. As a strike, pick off play at first, and they got him. Earhart picks him off at first, and that's going to end the inning. Not before the Saints. Strike first. They lead it 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 in favor of Aquinas. We go to the bottom of the first inning, right back here at Jimmy John's Stadium on a lovely day out here in Utica. It's reached 80 degrees, supposed to be a high of 82. LTU trails. Joel Sternman to lead things off. Looks at a first pitch strike from Ethan Paquette. Paquette coming in an ERA of 4.18. That one hits the inside corner and quickly ahead 0-2. 2-0 record for Paquette, making his 6th start, has made 9 appearances. That one's fouled away. Total 23 innings pitched and 16 hits given up and 19 earned runs. That one's chopped to second. And that first out is recorded barely. And that one's made by Smits. So one away. One away now for Kellen Banaszewski, who had a big hit, the 2-run homer back in the 6th inning of Game 1. First of the season for him. That one misses high for ball 1. That one came over the inside corner, 1-1 now. 11 earned runs to be exact, and 19 walks and 26 strikeouts. That one's outside, 2-1. Couple of sacrifice hits for Banaszewski back in that first game before that home run. 2-1. That one's fouled away. 2-2 now. So with that Game 1 victory, LTU has won 6 in a row. Two. Down the right field line, but that's going to go foul. Two again. Just missed inside. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. A good at bat put up by Banaszewski so far. Another payoff. Outside, ball 4, so a good at bat put up by Banaszewski, and he walks. And there's a runner at first with 1 out. One on, 1 out for Jackson McGoviak. LTU scored 2 runs in the first in Game 1. Looks at a first pitch strike. 2 runs in the first. And then 5 runs in that 6th inning. 0-1, they check on the runner. Paquette with a long stride over there to first base to really make sure he was picking off. Off speed is in there in the inside corner. Quickly ahead now 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Wachowiak. Swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout, and there's 2 gone. Runner at first, 2 outs. Now Jake Yanessa. Their pickoff attempt over there at first. That one's out high and away for ball 1. High and tight, 2-0 now to Yanessa. And looking over towards the dugout and bullpen area, it almost appears that Wichikowski's day is done, and Jake Nightingale is warming up at the bullpen, so only one inning of work. Swung on and missed, bit of a late cut right there. 2-1 now. So I guess the only hope was just have one inning and just have a clean inning. Just try to ease his way back into the swing of things. 2-1. That one just missed low. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count right now for Yanessa. Three one. And that's ball 4, so back-to-back walks by Paquette. Correction, a walk, and then a strikeout, and then another walk. So 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Nick Olson. So the plan of attack was to not try to overextend him, just one inning trying to see what the groove is. But now it's time for the offense to get back into the game, down by 1. Curveball misses outside for ball 1. A pickoff try at second. And they do not get Banaszewski. Binkowski tried to get that tag down on him quickly. Chris Lemang is out to argue. The field umpire was the home plate umpire back in the first game, and in that first game he made a lot of check swing strike calls against the Aquinas Saints. And even Chris Lemang was not happy about that. So arguments continue on it. Feed over to the second game. One 0. Inside corner, 1-1. One pitch. Off speed misses down low and outside. 2 balls and a strike to Nick Olson. Another pickoff try. It's short, or second rather, and he gets away. That throw was into the lane of Banaszewski, and it got away from Binkowski. So rather very aware of how aggressive this team is on the base paths, trying to limit it to that. 2-1 pitch. That one misses away. 3 balls and a strike. Another hitter's count set up. Gets the call that time at the knees. Full count now. Both runners will be on the move. Payoff pitch to Olson. That one's into left. That one's slicing. And that one's down for a base hit. Banaszewski scores. They're going to wave home Yanessa. Relay throw to the plate is not in time. 2 runs are in on the double by Nick Olson, and LTU regains the lead 2-1. Just like that first game, 2 runs are in this first. More first inning runs by this offense. They have done that very well this season. Now Trent Reed, he hit the 2-run single back in the first inning of game 1. Swing it away, and that one's fouled down the third base line. Oh, 1 pitch. Low and outside. 1-1. One pitch to Reed. Inside corner. 1-2. One-two pitch. That one's in the air to right. Over there to make the grab is Wilcox, and that's going to end the inning. But LTU strikes right back. They lead it 2-1 after 1 inning of play. Top of the second inning, new pitcher on for LTU is Jake Nightingale. Takes over for Al Wietrkowski. His 1-inning assignment is complete, only giving up the 1 run. Now Nightingale to take care of the rest of the way. First pitch swinging is into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. So Chase Ingersoll getting the start. He was left at the batter's box at the end of the first inning on a pickoff play. So first pitch, and he is aboard. Two hits now for Aquinas. Showing bunt, and looking at a first pitch strike is the cross. DeKuyper is in north towards the L shape of the grass. Showing bunt again, and he gets it down. It's right to the mound. One play to first, and is made in time by Nightingale. So Nightingale's able to record the out at first, and there's one away. Sacrifice moves up the runner. One away now for J.D. Gillies. He's getting the start at first base. First pitch is outside for ball one. Nigo coming in with an ERA of 5.82. This is his 11th appearance. He has made 6 starts. Curveball misses down low and in. 2-0 now. Had a really great start in his last outing against U of M Dearborn. Won a good chunk of the game, and with all the offensive support, that game ended in 7 innings. That one's popped up. Shallow. In comes Olsen, and he makes the sliding catch. Oh, and he drops it. He had it in the glove, and it just dropped out of the glove. So a great attempt by Olsen, but he's not able to corral it. And it's going to go as a foul ball, and the count goes to 2-1. Two one pitch from Nightingale. That one is sliced into the gap. That's down for a base hit. They're going to wave home the runner. And right after the drop fly ball, Aquinas is back to tie it. So we're back to an even ball game, but this time around it's early on. That was within the 6th inning in which everything was tied up back in game 1. That's a ground ball into the hole, snared by Reed, but he has no play. First pitch swinging was Verdugo, and he's on with the infield single. So Aquinas is really swinging away here. Two runners on with one out. Total of 34 innings pitched for Nightingale, and he's given up 43 hits. Top of the order now for Smits, and he looks at the first pitch curveball that goes in there for a strike. Smits was hit by a pitch to lead things off. Oh, 1. That one's popped up. Into left. In comes Olsen again. This time he corrals it. And there's 2 gone. Able to catch it on the run. And there's 2 outs with 2 runners aboard. .43 hits given up. 22 earned runs, 7 walks, and 33 strikeouts for Nightingale. That's going to bring up Binkowski. First pitch curveball is in there for a strike in the outside corner. Another curveball is hit deep into center field. Back goes Sterneman. He's on the track, and that one is gone. Mark Binkowski with a 3-run homer, and it's 5-2 Aquinas. Still a lot of ball game left to go. We're only in the 2nd inning. 5-2 in favor of the Saints. That ball was hit a long way, and look at the flag out there. No wind was assisting that play. Ball went outside to Paganelli. Five runs and 5 hits for the Saints. Osprey misses down low, 2-0. Another one misses down low, 3-0 now. The LTU bullpen is alive. The home is outside a 4-pitch walk after the home run. Jaden Timmer is the pinch runner at first base. Courtesy runner, rather, for Paganelli. Now, Rand Martin. Outside for ball one. Strike is in there. Earhart popped up to try to do a snap throw. 1-1. Runner goes. That one's lined up the middle, hit off the mitt, and it's kicked by Banaszewski, and everybody's going to be safe. It was a hit and run play, and that one was blistered up the middle. Got a piece of the glove of Nightingale. Slowed down. Banaszewski still at a plate, but could not handle it. Two runners are on board. There'll be an E4 on that play. Off-speed misses down low. Nathan Wilcox at the plate. There's a strike at the knees. 1-1. Nightingale's only job right now is to keep this where the game is at, a 3-run deficit. Started with a 2-1 lead. The Saints have struck for 4 in this inning. To short. Reed is there. He goes the short way, and that's going to end the inning. Not before Aquinas striked for 3 runs, a base hit, and then a home run. 3-run shot gives them the 5-2 lead. The second inning here at Jimmy John's Field. LTU trails once again. They are down by 3 this time. Down by 1, came back to score 2. Now the Saints up by 3. Back and forth we go. Jason Earhart lead things off. Looks at a ball inside. Ethan McKett back out there, back to work. Gets the outside corner. 1-1. Game 2, this is a 9-inning game this time around. Inside corner this time. 1-2 now on Earhart. 1-2 pitch from Biquette. Called strike 3. Earhart strikes out, and there's one gone. One away now for Andrew Mertz, the DH, and his big moment back in Game 1, the 3-run homer back in the 6th inning, his first of the year. Swinging away early, comes up empty, 0-1. His first collegiate home run, and it was a no-doubter. It had sound off the bat in a huge spot. Down low and inside, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2 balls and a strike on Mertz. Fouled back, 2-2 now. Before I go any further, I think I should probably thank Stan Eldridge and the entire LTU Baseball organization for hosting this event, the first annual Alumni Day, and just for inviting me out, even though I was going to be working these games. That one's popped up down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. As part of it, they gave us a little gift with their own custom-made baseballs with our last names stitched in with the LTU logo. Very nice and very generous. So another 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count now. Great to see those 16 other individuals, former teammates, a great group of guys. Now got jammed, fouled back, so Mertz putting up a good at bat right here. Another payoff pitch coming. Another foul. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat coming. That's up the middle towards second. On the backhand, Smits is there to record the out. And there's 2 gone. Two gone now for Sandy Kuiper, getting the start at third base for Logan Walker. He had to exit after being hit by a pitch up by the helmet in the eye area. And it did get helmet, but more so the eye, so they did not take any precautions. Swung on and missed. They took all the precautions, I should say, taking him out of the game. They are still waiting the comeback of Nick Post. He was the other third base option to start this year. That's down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. 0-2 now on to Kuiper. 0-2 pitch. That one's into left. Going back is Ingersoll. That ball has got some carry, and it's going to drop, and Ingersoll hit hard against the wall. The Kuiper is going to hold up at second, and he is there with a 2-out double. Timeout is called. Chase Ingersoll went full speed as that ball continued to carry on him, and he went full speed into that wall out there. So a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Everybody's checking on Ingersoll out there. Appears to be okay, none for the worse. He gives the thumbs up. So play continues. Top of the order now, Joel Sterneman. Sterneman grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging away, cuts for that off-speed pitch, 0-1. That one's outside, and it gets by Paganelli, and now the Kuiper's up to third. That'll go down as a wild pitch. A half swing, but he said he went around. That was more of a defensive type maneuver. And it's going to be called a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 and 2, rather. Off the end of the bat, foul. There, 1-2. That one is into center field. Coming over and making the grab is Verdugo. That's going to retire the side. They leave a base runner at third base. It is still 5-2, Aquinas. Top of the third inning here at the LTU Sports Network. John Snow with you on the call for this one on LTU Alumni Day. 16 individuals coming back to Jimmy John's Field to salute their time spent at LTU. First pitch curveball is just missed high to Chase Ingersoll by Jake Nightingale. 1-0. Down the line, it's a foul ball. Ingersoll had a single and came around to score back in the last inning, the second. 1-1. Curveball, it's the inside corner, 1-2 now. Down to third in the hole, and that's a base hit. So 2 singles for Chase Ingersoll making the start here. And just like how the last inning started for Aquinas, Ingersoll is aboard to lead off. Five runs, 7 hits for Aquinas through these first 2 innings. First pitch is a strike at the knees to Lacrosse. Showing bunt, and he bunts it foul. Lacrosse had a sacrifice in his last at bat that moved Ingersoll to second. Oh, 2 pitch coming from Nightingale, way outside. One ball and 2 strikes. That one's into center field, sinking, but right there is Sterneman to make the grab, and there's one out. One out now for J.D. Gillings. So just a bit of a difference of a look for this Saints team in this game, too. Swinging away first pitch. That's into right. Coming in is Yanessa, and he's going to make the catch. He's going to try to pick off the runner at first, and the throw is wide. Wachovia had to come off the base to get that throw. But more importantly, there's 2 outs. Two down now for Verdugo. He swings at the first pitch, and that's a base hit in the middle. Up the middle into center field. The Saints hitters are definitely going after the first pitch. They were not this aggressive back in game 1. Now 8 hits total, and we're only in the 3rd. Top of the order now for Smits. Down the line, that's a foul ball. Osprey misses outside, 1-1. That one's low and inside. 2 balls and a strike on Smits. That ball is hit well into center, but right there is Sterneman. So 2 runners are left aboard, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Aquinas has not scored. It remains 5-2. Kellen Benishevsky to lead things off for LTU. They find themselves trailing by 3 as we're into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swinging away, comes up empty. Ethan Paquette, after giving up the 2 runs in the first, and has really slowed things down for this LTU offense. That one misses up high, 1-1. Cat wants a new baseball. One. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. LTU left 2 runners, left a runner at third in the last inning. Swung on and missed through that high fastball. 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch. It's fouled straight back. That one's popped up in the shallow right. And coming on to make the grab is Wilcox. 1 away. One out now for Jackson Wackowiak. That one's in the dirt. Laid off the high pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. A hitter's count now for Wackowiak. That one just misses. 3 balls and no strikes. Three and 1 now. Another hitter's count right here for Wackowiak, trying to get something going for this LTU offense. 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Payoff pitch coming to Wackowiak. Curveball is chopped. And they're going to call it a foul ball. Gillies over there at first base caught it, but it was in foul territory, so they called it a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. That's up the middle, and that gets through for a base hit. So 1 out single by Wackowiak. Three hits total now for LTU with the 2 runs. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Jake Yanessa. First pitch is low, and it gets on by Paganelli. Couldn't really find it, and good alert base running by Wackowiak, and he's now at second. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runner in scoring position. That one just misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. That one is sliced into right. Backing up is Wilcox. He makes the catch. Runner tags. Moving up to third is Wackowiak, and he's going to make it. So the sacrifice moves him up 90 feet. And there's 2 outs here in the inning. Now it'll be up to Nick Olson with 2 outs. He had the big, knocked the 2-run double back in the first inning. Outfield shades Olson to go the opposite way. And one misses outside for ball 1. There's a rather large gap out there in the right center field. Wilcox is just playing regular right field for right now. That one misses down low, 2 balls and a strike. Ethan Paquette continues to fall behind hitters in this inning, but yet he is still managing to get them out. 2-0 pitch to Olson. Gets the call. 2-1. That one is hit well into right. And it's going to one-hop the fence. 1 run is in. Olson is on his way to second, and he is in there. Another RBI double by Nick Olson, and it's now 5-3. Four hits and 3 runs. Now Trent Reed. Swinging away. Comes up empty. 0-1. That one's popped up. Out is Smits, and he's there to make the catch in shallow center field. But a run is across for LTU. The deficit's now down to 2. We go to the 4th inning. Cole Smith is the new pitcher for LTU out there. Fouled away by Binkowski. Count remains at 1-2. So Wichikowski started things off, and then Jake Nightingale went 2 innings, giving up 4 runs. 1-2. That's the short. Out comes Reed. Does a 360 type maneuver. Lost his footing a bit, but he's not able to get a throw off. It's going to go down as a base hit because that was going to be a tough play. Leadoff batter is aboard for the Saints. First pitch strike is in there to Paganelli. Smith coming in with an ERA of 3.86. This is his 8th appearance of the year. Off speed is fouled back. Quickly ahead is Cole Smith, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Cole Smith, and there's one away. One out now for Grant Martin. Curveball is in there for a strike. First pitch. Fastball on the inside is fouled, and again, Smith is ahead, 0-2. There's a fly ball in the deep center field, left center field, over to Sterneman, and that one is gone. Home run by Grant Martin, a 2-run shot, and it's now 7-3. On an 0-2 pitch. The Saints hitters even down by 2 strikes. Still managed to put the ball in play. 2 home runs in this game. Low and outside to Wilcox. A high chopper. The Kuiper is able to grab it. His throw to first is in time. That was a difficult chop right there, but the Kuiper is able to stick with it, and there's 2 gone. This Aquinas team is continuing to go after that first pitch. And it's really paying off dividends. 1 run in the first, 4 runs in the second, 2 runs here in the fourth. 9 inning game, so there's plenty of baseball left to go. 2 down now for Chase Ingersoll. He's got 2 singles on the day. Outside. Missed again with the off speed. 2-0 now. Three balls and no strikes. Got a strike at the knees. 3-1. Low and away, and that's a walk. Have a pinch runner at first base. Zach Levan's is the pinch runner at first base for Ingersoll. Quick check over there. 2 down now for Luke Lacrosse. Swinging away, pops it up. Right side. Wakowiak is over, and he hauls it in for the final out. But 2 more runs are in on the home run, and Aquinas leads everything 7-3. Seven runs on 10 hits for the Saints. 3 runs on 4 hits for your LTU Blue Devils. Jason Earhart's going to lead things off against the new pitcher for Aquinas. Nathan Myers is the new pitcher, coming in with an ERA of 8.41, a 1-2 record. This is his 13th appearance. Over 20 innings pitched thus far in the year. First one is in there low to Earhart. Now misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Myers has given up 32 hits this year, 19 earned runs, and 11 walks, and striking out 17. Comes in with a 4-run lead for the Saints. 2-0. That's a liner into left. Back at the wall, and that one gets over the wall. It's a home run for Jason Earhart. And LTU is not done yet. It's 7-4. Third home run of the year for Earhart. It gets things going. LTU back to where they were earlier, down by 3. First pitch off speed, misses down low to Mertz. That was chopped foul. 1-1. They get the outside corner. 1-2 now on Andrew Mertz, who had the big 3-run homer back in the 6th inning of Game 1. They said that he went around on the check swing. And that's a strikeout, and there's one gone after the home run. A lot of check swing calls made. Some of them are rather close, some of them more obvious. But one away now for Sam DeKuyper. Now misses down low for ball 1. That was shot foul. 1-1. That is the 4th home run given up by Nathan Myers this year. One pitch to DeKuyper. Off speed misses high. 2-1. That one's laced into center, but it's right there into the glove of Verdugo. So a hard out puts 2 outs, and the top of the order for Joel Sterneman. Off speed is in there for a strike. Swung on and missed. Another off speed pitch down and away. Quickly 0-2 on Sterneman. Outside 1-2. Sterneman so far 0 for 2. 1-2. Popped up, and it's going to be going foul. One-two pitch again. 2-2 now. Definitely as the game progresses along, this offense will come back and try to make things a little bit closer. Swung on and missed. Sterneman strikes out. That's going to end the inning. Not before Jason Earhart with the leadoff home run that cuts the deficit down to 3. It's 7-4. Top of the fifth inning. Here, game two. Cole Smith back to work. LTU trailing by 3. Curveball is in there for a strike in the inside corner to J.D. Gillies. Inside, backed him up a bit. 1-1. Smith came in relief back in the fourth inning, gave up the 2-run home run to Martin. That one's into right, and that's a fair ball down into the corner. Extra bases for Gillies. Yanez was able to get it there. And that's a leadoff double. J.D. Gillies starts things off for Saints. Definitely the moves that were made by Chris Lemang are paying off. Ingersoll with two base hits. And now Gillies has been able to put the ball in play, and now he's in scoring position with nobody out. Now Verdugo showing bunt, pops a foul. Earhart going over the signs with the infield, expecting this bunt play. That one's chopped. Cole Smith ducks out of the way as DeKuyper makes the play, and the runner stays put. Very agile right there by Cole Smith, trying to get his 6'10" frame out of the way of that throw. One gone now. Runners remains at second, top of the order. Dane Smits. That one's down low for ball one. High now 2-0. Smith last year was a sophomore transfer out of Mott Community College. He's now officially in his junior year. Three balls and no strikes now. If it was one thing that really got away from LTU in games like this, it was the pitching, and that one misses inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. Because in that first game against U of M Dearborn, that doubleheader, there was too many walks, and then that led to too many base hits and too many runs. If you take the walks out of the equation, then it would be a whole different game and more likely go LTU's way, but that's not the case here. The score is 7-4, a game that's more likely in reach. Walks cannot be the theme right now. And there's a base hit down the left field line. One run is going to score. Olsen gets it before it goes into the corner. Runner moves up to third, and another run is in, and that 4-run lead is back for Aquinas. Mark Binkowski now with 4 RBIs. It's 8-4. Second and third, one out. Low and inside to Paganelli. Gets the call on the corner. 1-1. Swung on and missed, low and inside, and now Smith is ahead. If anything, this is a crucial moment right here. Try to keep it within 4 runs. Because that is just one swing in the bat could do for a lot of these games. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Off speed, down and in, and a huge strikeout for Smith, and there's 2 gone. Two away now for Grant Martin. He had the 2-run home run back in the 4th inning off of Smith. Gets the call in the corner, 0-1. That was down the line, and it goes foul. And here's the count in which Martin hit the home run, this 0-2 count. Even in 2-strike counts, a lot of these hitters this time around have been really aggressive, still swinging away and putting the ball in play. 0-2 pitch. Timeout is called, and out comes Chris LeMang. He is saying that Cole Smith stepped off twice. In which he did, but then the second time, Jason Earhart went out to talk to him, and that would have been a mound visit, and time was called. Chris LeMang has not been rather pleased with the umpiring of both these games. First, the check swing calls made back in the first game, and now all these arguments here about these subtle movements. Arguments continue as he goes back to the dugout, which is a long way from home plate. So the count remains 0-2. It's a 4-run deficit. Try to go outside with the fastball and just missed. 1-2 now. Smith trying to get the score where it's at. Another foul. That was in the dirt, and right there blocking it was Earhart. Smith's at third base, really trying to hustle down the line, realizing it wasn't that far away. 2-2 now. And a leaping grab made by Jackson Wackowiak. Got all of it up there and needed it. And it remains just a 4-run deficit. We go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball one outside to Kellen Bedashevsky as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning. Nathan Myers still back out there for Aquinas. Down low again, 2 balls and no strikes. Aquinas has scored in every inning except for the third. LTU the same except for the second. Hoping to score more here in the fifth. 3 balls and no strikes to Banashevsky. Is the call that time. 3-1. Off speed is in there. Full count now. Payoff pitch. Fouled at the plate. Another payoff pitch to Banashevsky. Ground ball at third. Right there is the cross. Throw to first is in time, and there's one gone. So Myers, after falling behind 3-0, comes back to get that first out. One out now for Wackowiak. After this doubleheader, LTU will be on the road during the week to take on U of M Dearborn at a neutral site location. That one's down low, 2-0 now. Then after that, it'll be a long road trip and a long weekend in Lima, Ohio, as they take on the Racers of University of Northwestern Ohio. There's a fly ball, deep center field. Backing up is Verdugo. He's on the edge of the warning track, and he makes the catch. Wackowiak gave it a ride, but ballpark held it. 2 gone now. Two down for Jake Yanessa. That one just missed low for ball 1. Then right after that weekend series against the Racers, LTU comes right back home for their home weekend series against the Cardinals of Concordia. April the 29th will be Senior Day as we celebrate the seniors on this current squad. 2 balls and no strikes. Try to go after that inside pitch, and he chops it foul. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, 3-1. Hitters count for Yanessa, trying to get something going with 2 outs. Swung on and missed. A big swing right there. Full count. That one is just foul down the line. Their payoff pitch coming from Myers. That one's hitting to left, but coming in, but letting it fall, and that's a base hit. The new left fielder. Zach Levan's out there letting it drop for a base hit, so a 2-out single by Yanessa, and he's aboard. Now Nick Olson. Olson has a couple of RBIs, if not all of them here. Swung on and missed for the changeup. He has 3 of the 4 RBIs. Runs in for LTU. Gets the corner, fastball away. 0-2 now on Olson. All of them doubles on those hits. 0-2 pitch. That one's laced up the middle. That's a base hit. Yanessa is going to go to third. The relay throw is cut off. So aggressive base running by Yanessa, and runners at the corners with 2 outs. Nick Olson with his 3rd hit. And we're only in the 5th inning here. Two runners on, 2 outs. Trent Reed. Allspeed is in there for a strike. Reed had the 2-run single back in the 1st inning of game 1. Down low and able to scoop that one is Paganelli. 1-1 now. Able to lay off and again in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike on Trent Reed. Two 1 pitch. The check on the runner at first. That one is chopped, but it goes foul. It almost seems like these hitters of LTU are just getting a bit ahead on the swings, and they're more chopping it. Trying to get on top of off-speed pitches. They're just hitting on the inside. 2-2 now. Now misses up high, 3-2, so the runner at first, that's Olson. He'll be on the move with this pitch. They do not hold him on. Payoff pitch to Reed. In the hole to third. Lacrosse throw to first is in time. Runners are left stranded. We go to the 6th inning. Aquinas still on top, 8-4. 8-4 in favor of the Saints of Aquinas, the St. Bernards, rather, if you want to go the full-length title. But the matter of the case, 4-run deficit for LTU as we're into the top of the 6th inning. Colby Miller takes over on the mound for LTU. Miller has worked only 1 inning total, and that was in the Game 2 of the doubleheader against U of M Dearborn. This is down low to Wilcox. 1-0. Gets the corner, 1-1. In that 1 inning, Miller struck out 2 in a good frame. And he hits it on the elbow right there. Wilcox will reach. So 3 pitches in and a hit batter and a lead-off base runner. It's going to bring up Chase Ingersoll. Ingersoll has 2 base hits. That one just missed inside. Miller missing to the arm side. Off-speed misses down low and away. 2-0 now. That one is into left field. Down the line, Olsen giving chase. And he makes the catch on the run. As that was drifting into foul territory, and there's 1 out. Good read by Olsen, and able to stay with it all the way. Runner at first now with 1 away. Gonna get a pinch hitter now. Drew Mitchell is the pitch hitter. In the dirt, gobbled up there by Earhart. Mitchell coming in. Will be his 49th at bat. He's hitting .229 with a total of 11 hits, one of those being a double, and 4 RBIs. 1-0. That one's popped up into right. In comes Yanessa, having to charge it in a bit, and he makes the play. So after the hit batter, Miller's able to get the next two hitters on flyouts. Two down now for J.D. Gillies. Gillies had a base hit in his last at bat. It was Ingersoll and Gillies that started this game in the lineup. Different looks, but it's definitely paid off dividends with base hits. 8 runs on 12 hits for Aquinas, 4 runs on 7 hits for LTU. Outside, 1-0. That one's up high, 2-0 now. Miller in his sophomore year. 6'2", 205 out of Uniontown, Ohio, went to Lake Local High School. Swinging away on 2-0, and it comes up empty, getting a piece. 2-1 now. Did not pitch in a single conference game of last year, did Miller. So he's definitely been working on himself this past offseason. Runner goes, and that one is fouled down the left field line. 2-2 now. It was one thing I knew back in my pitching days as being a part of Jimmy Mancuso's pitching squad. You definitely had to earn your way to work into conference games. Don't walk anybody and just throw strikes. 2-2. Full count now, so the runner's going to be on the move. Payoff pitch from Miller. Outside for ball 4, so a 2-out walk. Two runners are aboard now for Verdugo. Now comes Chris Lemang. We're going to get a pinch runner in. So 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. That one's into the gap. Coming over is Yanessa. He is there to make the catch. Diving play by Jake Yanessa, and that saves a couple of runs. And that's going to end the inning. 2 runners are left aboard. 8-4 still your score right here in the LTU Sports Network. Bottom of the 6th inning, rather. 8-4 in favor of the Saints. Jason Earhart to lead things off. Looks at first pitch outside from the new pitcher for the Saints, Josh Avink. 1-1. Earhart had a solo homer in his last at bat. And check swing foul. 1-2. Another foul. Still 1-2. Avink is coming in with an ERA of 4.91, a 1-1 record. This will be his 7th appearance. Does have a save on the year. 1-2 again. Inside. 2-2. 11 innings pitched total, giving up 8 hits and 6 earned runs. That's to the right side. There's a wide open hole, and that's a base hit. So Earhart with a leadoff single to start things. Dane Smith was shaded up the middle. So courtesy runner, that's Kellen Harding. It's going to bring up Andrew Mertz. Eighth hit for LTU, 4 runs. Missed high and away for ball 1. Two 2-0 now. Swinging away and 2-0. Went for that off-speed pitch. 2-1. Foul straight back. 2-2. Full count now. That was off the fist into foul territory, but no play for Paganelli. Another payoff pitch. Check on the runner. Three-two. That's to third. Lacrosse, who'll go to second for 1. Relay to first is in time for a double play. 5-4-3 go the Saints. And there's quickly 2 outs. Two gone now for Sam DeKuyper. Inside corner for a strike. A half swing, the appeal, and he does go around. The check swings have not gone either way. And it's down quickly 0-2. Foul tipped. Another 0-2 pitch coming to Sam DeKuyper. Chopper to third. That's going to go foul. Another 0-2. That one's into left. And that's going to retire the side. So the double play helps out the Saints LTU goes scoreless for the second straight inning. We go to the seventh inning. 8-4 is the score. Into the seventh inning here of game number 2. Nine inning game. So 2 more left to go after this one. Colby Miller back to work. Top of the order for the Saints is Dane Smits. First pitch swinging. That's the short. Right there is Reed. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Good start for Colby Miller. I was going to bring up Mark Binkowski. He's got 3 RBIs on the day, 3 of the 8. One of those being, check that, 4 RBIs. One of them being a 3-run shot back in the second inning. Curveball's in there for a strike on the first pitch. In the dirt, scooped up there by Earhart. 1-1. In the dirt again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swung on and missed. Binkowski was really way out in front of that pitch, and it's 2-2. Two. Way outside, full count. Payoff. And he lost him, ball 4. So a 1-out base runner for the Saints. Gonna bring up Jake Paganelli. Paganelli had the game-tying home run in the 6th inning of Game 1 to tie things up at 2 apiece. Ball speed misses down low for ball 1. Two and 0 now. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. And Earhart's going to go out to talk. It is crucial moments like this in which pitching cannot be a factor nor a problem. More action is going to start in the bullpen. because this game is still not out of reach. It is only 4 runs. And that's crucial. That makes it a safe situation at any point. There's a strike, 3-1. The safe situation comes down to 4 runs or less because one swing of the bat with a bases loaded can easily tie this thing, or anything else lower than that. Lost in ball 4, back-to-back walks. That's going to bring out Stan Eldridge. Nobody has started warming up at the bullpen, so this is just going to be a talk. Pinch runner at first base. Jaden Timmer over there. Like I mentioned, this game is not out of reach one bit. 8-4 may look like an awkward score, but it's still only 4 runs. It is manageable, very manageable, even with 2 innings left to go after this 7th inning. But it's within this 7th inning in which really matters the most. How it is handled. As the umpire signaling 3, that means three visits left for LTU in the remainder of this game. Two runners aboard with 1 out. Miller trying to work himself out of a jam. Outside for ball 1 to Grant Martin. Had a 2-run home run back in the 4th inning. These hitters have come alive for Aquinas, just swinging away at the first pitch, but also being patient this time around. That one swung on and missed, tied him up on the inside, 1-1. First Wietrkowski, then Nightingale, then Cole Smith, and now Kobe Miller. Off-speed misses way outside, 2-1. It was often said during my days as a player that you got to be at your best when the best is needed. Well, right now, the best is needed to keep this a manageable game right here. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Two. That one's to the backstop. And there goes the double play chance. Full count. Runners at second and third. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to third. They're going to come home with it. And a tag is applied by Earhart and a good alert play made by DeKuyper. And there's 2 gone. Runner moves up to third. That was a hard correction. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. We're going to get another pinch runner put into play as Martin reaches on the fielder's choice. Braden Brown over there. Jaden Timmer is the runner at third. That was a great heads-up play on a sharp ground ball, so there was definitely time. That's up the middle. Snared by Reed. His only play to first. And he's up in there in time. What a play by Trent Reed to keep this a 4-run deficit. Great range up the middle by Reed. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order for LTU. And that one's first pitch in there for a strike to Joel Sternman. That one is slice found out quickly ahead 0-2. Is a Vink. That one softly hit in the center. And coming in to make the sliding attempt, but he cannot get it, is Verdugo. And that's a leadoff single for Joel Sternman. And that's a good start for LTU. Ninth hit for LTU. Sternman is aboard. It is this right here, the top of the lineup to get things going. Here's Spanishevsky. Ball one high. Check on the runner at first. You would think down by 4 runs, Stanovich is not going to play that much aggression. That one's foul. 1-1. If he's going to be aggressive of any type, it has to involve putting the ball in play, not just trying to move up the runners. 1-1. Missed up high. 2-1 now. Hazard drive into left field. That's down the line. And that one is gone. Kellen Banashevsky does it again. His second home run of the day. It's a 2-run shot, and the deficit is down to 2. He used the short distance to his advantage. It's only 315 feet down there. And just turned on that inside pitch. Now misses up high. LTU is right back into it. Now Wakowiak swings and misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 now. Off-speed diving down away. Wakowiak is going after it. Lays off that one. 2-2. This is definitely a manageable hitting ballpark. 315 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line. That's softly hit in the hole. One play only. Long throw to first. And it's not going to be made in time, and Wachowiak beats it out. An infield single. Binkowski, all he could do was try to make a throw. So 3 hits in the inning, 11 total. Inning continues, still nobody out. That's going to bring up Jake Yanessa. The bullpen is getting busy now. Sandy Kuiper and Joel Sherman are out there, so this could get interesting depending on the moves. The Kuiper at third base, really not much of other third base options. That one is in there for a first pitch strike to Yanessa. Logan Walker had to exit due to a hit by pitch. They check on the runner at first. Nick Post is still on the injured list. 0-1. Missed inside, 1-1. Way outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss. A big cut right there by Yanessa, 2-2. That's a ground ball to third. They go to second for one. Relay to first is in time. Back-to-back innings with a double play. Here's Aquinas, and there's 2 outs. Second 5-4-3 double play. Ball 1 to Nick Olson. Now 2-0. 2 runs in the first, a run in the third, a run in the fourth, and now 2 runs here in the 7th. 3-0 now to Olson. Gets a strike at the knees, now 3-1. Full count now. That one's down low for ball 4. And so a 2-out walk. Two outs, a runner at first now for Trent Reed. That's going to bring out Chris Lemang, and he's going to make a pitching change. It's a brand new ball game now. It's now 8-6. LTU only trails by 2. First pitch off speed is in there for a strike to Trent Reed from the new pitcher, 44 Mason Hill, coming in making his 11th appearance, coming in with an ERA of 5.63. That's down the line and up on the backhand. Long throw across, and that's going to end the inning. Not before LTU comes back. They got a little bit closer. It is 8-6. Still Aquinas leading. Top of the 8th inning here of Game 2 of a doubleheader. Ethan Hockendoner takes over on the mound for LTU. There was a first pitch strike in there to Chase Ingersoll. Ingersoll with a couple of base hits and his at-bats here today. Curveball is in there for a strike. Now quickly ahead 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. It is very crucial that this inning goes by smoothly to keep this a 2-run deficit. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout starts the inning for Hockendoner. Hockendoner trying to get back on the right track. His ERA is up over 16. Does have a win this year. This is his 7th appearance. He has pitched a little over 7 innings of work. Now Luke the cross. Swing and a miss. "14 earned runs and 12 hits given up." That was off the end of the bat and quickly ahead 0-2. "14 walks and struck out 5, so definitely need to fix those differentials." 0-2 pitch. By design, the 5 fastball outside, 1-2. Try to go off speed, good movement. Didn't give him the bite. 2-2 now. Off speed, hit to the right side. Knocked down by Wakoviak, and he lost the handle. He still flips it, and he gets him in time. Well, Covey had to go down and make a leg save, and then he lost the handle on the pickup, but good thing Hockendoner was able to get over there to cover. And there's 2 gone. It was a close play over there, no arguments. So there's 2 gone for J.D. Gillies. To the right side, and that finds the hole for a base hit. So 2-out single by Gillies, and the inning continues. Now Nicholas Verdugo. Runner aboard with 2 outs. 6'7", 255 is Hockendoner. That's in the dirt, scooped up there by Earhart. Hockendoner is from Dexter, Michigan, with the Dexter High School, home of the Dreadnoughts. Swung on and missed. 1-1 on Verdugo. In the dirt again, knocked down by Earhart. Earhart has caught a lot of games this year, and he has been a reliability by throwing out base runners and blocking balls. That time it was way in front of the plate. Check on the runner. The count is 2 balls and a strike to Verdugo. That's the deep short. Reed goes a long way to first, and that's going to end the inning. So a good inning put up by Ethan Hockendoner. It remains a 2-run game, 8-6. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ball 1 to Jason Earhart. Mason Hill back out there. That one goes through to the backstop. 2-0 now. Hill is a normal starter. He's made 8 starts this year. This is only his 3rd appearance out of the bullpen. 2-0. Gets the call on the corner. 2-1. Big swing there by Earhart, and he comes up empty. Earhart does have a homer in this game. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Earhart strikes out to start this bottom 8th. One away now for Andrew Mertz. Had a big hit, a 3-run homer back in the 6th inning of Game 1. Looks at a ball high from Hill. Swing and a miss right there, 1-1. Swing and a miss again, went after the high heat. And 1-2 now. 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. And there's 2 gone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hill to open up this 8th inning. Swinging away to the right side, and that's going to find a hole for a base hit. DeKuyper with a 2-out single, and the inning continues. Inning continues. Top of the order now, Joel Sterneman. Sterneman is in his sophomore year. He's a transfer out of Jackson College. First pitch off speed is in there for a strike. Swinging away, and now Hill is ahead 0-2. 0-2. Outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. They check on the runner. That's down the line, but it goes go foul. One-two pitch again to Sterneman. Fouled back. Sterneman is the tying run at the plate, trying to extend this inning. That's in the dirt, and it gets away. Up to second goes DeKuyper. It's going to be a wild pitch. And now DeKuyper's in scoring position. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Joel Sterneman. Two-two pitch. That's in the hole, and that's a base hit. They're going to wave home to Kuiper. It's going to be cut off, and it's a 1-run game. Joel Sterneman with an RBI single. It's now 8-7. Runner at first, 2 outs. Now it's going to bring up Kellen Banishevsky, who's had a day at the plate. 2 home runs on the day. Had one in his last at-bat. Hey, check on Sterneman. Tying run is aboard. That's in the dirt. Blocked there by Paganelli. 1-0. That's a fly ball into the gap. Coming over and making the grab is Wilcox. That's going to end the inning, but LTU makes it one step closer. It is a one-run game as we go to the ninth inning. LTU trying to make it a full comeback. They were once trailing by 4 runs, and now they've knocked it down to just 1. The score is 8-7. Aquinas still holds the lead after all the scoring that they've done early on. A run in the first, 4 runs in the second, 2 runs in the fourth, and 1 more in the fifth. Joel Sternman takes over on the mound. Delivers missed outside. To the top of the order, Dane Smits. And also fresh into the game, Braden Lewis takes over in center field. Those are the changes for LTU. To short, right there is Reed. Has a bit of a bobble. Still tries to throw him out, and he can't. Reed has not looked very clean out there at short. Trying to get his footing right. That time, the ground ball came up on him, and he just lost the handle. That's going to be an error. Second LTU error of this game. And just like Aquinas was doing, going after that first pitch, or going after early pitches in the count. Timmer back to run at first base. Runner at first now for Mark Binkowski. That one missed up and in. Sternman coming in with an ERA of 3.12. Does have 2 wins and a loss. This is his 7th appearance of the year. Gets the inside corner, 1-1. Over 8 innings pitched, and has given up 10 hits, 3 earned runs, has walked 5, and has struck out 6. Curveball is in there for a strike. 1-2 now on Binkowski. One-two pitch. And it gets him on the elbow, and that's a hit by pitch. First in there, now a hit batter on a 1-2 pitch. And And that is definitely not how the hope of this inning was to start. Now 2 runners aboard with nobody out. That's going to bring up Jake Baganelli. Corner infielders are playing in, expecting a bunt play. That one's low and outside. And now we're going to have a mound visit. Earhart's already out there. And now Stan Eldridge is going to come out to talk to everybody. Basically to tell Sturman, like, this is a crucial moment. And also to tell Reed, like, you got to make that play. We are putting more pressure on ourselves than what is needed. And that has definitely been the case. It has been games like this in which pitching gets away. Sometimes the defense does. And you're just digging yourself into a deeper hole than what it has to be. Sternman now has to work himself out of a jam to keep this a one-run game. First and third still playing in. That one's outside, 2-0. Sometimes it is a risky move when you bring in a position player to pitch, especially if he's a two-way. But Sturman has been warming up in between innings the last couple of innings. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1. It's a half swing, and it's fouled back. 2-2. Two-two pitch from Sterneman. And it's high and away. Full count. Payoff pitch. Curveball is down the line, but it goes foul. Another payoff pitch. And he's outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. An error, a hit batter, and now a walk have really set the table for this inning. That's going to bring in the infield. Pinch hitter is Braden Brown. Brown had one at bat in game 1. Now he's put in a big spot here. That one came inside. Nearly got away. 1-0. Brown is his 39th at bat. He's hitting .108. He only has 4 hits. 1-0. High and away. 2-0 now. Low and inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Gets a strike in there, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. Three-two pitch. It's down low for ball 4, and that's going to walk in a run. Nine to 7. Sturman's going to go back to center field. They're a pitching change. Sam DeKuyper is going to take over on the mound. Evan McIntyre is going to enter the frame. We'll be back after this break. Aquinas has an add-on run, and they're looking for more. They still have the bases loaded with nobody out here in this 9th inning. And now Sam DeKuyper's going to take over on the mound. Has to deal with Nathan Wilcox. The infield is in, nobody out, bases loaded. Swung on and missed on that first pitch. DeKuyper making his 10th appearance. Check that 7th appearance. Has made 4 starts, ERA of just over 5. That one's hit into left, and that is down for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runners are in. 11 to 7. Aquinas. All those runs will be charged to Sturman. It is now back to a 4-run deficit. Swinging away, and it gets underneath McIntyre. Third error by LTU here today. Twelve to 7. Twelve runs on 14 hits. 3 errors by LTU. Now it misses inside to let the runner go. Still nobody out in this ninth. That one's a high chopper. And 2 more runs are going to score, and now the game is out of hand. Six runs here in this ninth inning. High and inside to Gillies. Outside corner. 1-1. "24 innings pitched for DeKuyper this year. He's given up 22 hits and 14 earned runs. Runner goes. Throw down is way high, and Reed really had to get up there to get it. Stolen base with a 7-run lead. Aquinas is not letting up. Two balls and a strike. That's a ground ball to short. On the short hop, Reed. That's a throw in a hurry. And it pulls Wakowiak off the base. Fourth error by LTU. Second on Reed. Still nobody out. Now Verdugo. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Ground ball is short. Reed to second for 1. Relay to first is in time for a double play. Another run is in, 15-7. So after the double play, top of the order for Smits, curveball is in there for a first pitch strike. That one is served into left, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. The 16th hit of this game for Aquinas. Now Mark Binkowski. So 7 total runs here. 4 of them charged to Sturman. 3 of them charged to DeKuyper. First pitch strike is in there. Off speed misses outside. Sturdivant started this inning. It was an error by Trent Reed, and then a hit batter, and then back-to-back walks brought in 1 run. And that brought in Sam DeKuyper. DeKuyper has been doing his job by throwing strikes, and all Aquinas has been doing is just putting the ball in play. 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Missing inside, 3 balls and a strike now. There's a fly ball. Shallow right field. Out is Banaszewski. Is going to fall in. That throw gets wild. Backing up is McIntyre. A little floater of a base hit. Sets up the corners once again with 2 outs. 17 total hits. Yeah, we're going to get a pinch hitter here for Aquinas, number 6, Ryan Gillings. This will be Gillings' 40th at bat. Hitting 179 this year, only 7 hits and scored 3 times, 5 RBIs. Kuiper missing low with that first pitch, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Chopper to third. Right there is McIntyre. Throw to first is in time, and that puts an end to this 9th inning. 7 runs by the Saints. LTU has a lot of work to do. We go to the bottom of the 9th. LTU needs to mount off a comeback for the Ages. Down by 8 runs. Jackson McKoviak lead things off. A 7-run ninth inning by the Saints. New pitcher is Evan Douglas with an ERA of .450. 2-0 record this year. Misses outside. 2-0 now on Wakoviak. As if the hill, or basically the mountain they were climbing, was not that high up to begin with. Now it just got even steeper. Strike on the corner, 2-1. From trailing by an average of 4 runs for a majority of this game. Now to be trailing by 8. Foul back, 2-2. This is Douglas's 9th appearance, and he has started 1 game. He has pitched 14 innings, given up 19 hits and 7 earned runs. He has walked 5 and struck out 10. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped. There was no signal by the umpire, so it doesn't help me out. But regardless, Wakoviak stays alive. Another 2-2 pitch. Missed low and inside. Full count now. Swung on and foul tipped. I got a piece of the umpire right there. Timeout called. Just make sure everybody's health is okay. Kovac stays alive in there. Another foul back. Wakoviak putting up a pretty good battle in there. Five doubles given up by Douglas this year. The average against is .302. Again, another 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming. Down low for ball 4, so there's a good start. A good start's a start that way is better than anything, so leadoff walk. Runner at first now for Jake Yanessa. Swinging away, right back to the middle. There's one, and another double play turn. 1-6-3. And quickly there is 2 outs. So Nick Olson, the last chance for LTU to keep something going here. Strike on the outside. Curveball is in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Douglas trying to put the final touches on it. This is up high. 1-2. One-two pitch. Now it's popped up. Shallow center, in comes Verdugo. The Saints settle for a split. They win this one behind a 7-run ninth inning. And that will end the Blue Devils winning streak at 6. So here on this senior day, LTU had really worked to maintain their lead in the first game and win that one. And then after trailing for an average of 4 runs or less throughout this entire game, here in game 2, they were able to knock it down to 1 run, and then one bad inning just got away. A lot to learn and a lot to look forward to and a lot to basically gain along the road. So tune in basically on the road during the week. Your Blue Devils will be on the road to take on U of M Dearborn again in 2 games, and then tune in next weekend, April the 20th, and tune in a couple of weekends from now on April 29th and the 30th when LTU is right back here at home to take on the Cardinals of Concordia for the last set of home games in conference play. So from all of us here at the LTU Sports Network, we appreciate you tuning in to LTU Baseball. John Stowe with you on the calls on this great day for Alumni Day and a beautiful day out here in Utica. We'll see you later, everybody.